Well, Eric, state lawmakers already made some changes to the state's current pursuit laws last year, but this new initiative now aims to expand on some of that.
We are at a critical point in this state's history and the public safety of the people of this state.
State lawmakers are considering more changes for Washington state's pursuit laws that currently only allow officers to chase suspects involved in serious violent crimes like domestic violence, DUI, and sex crimes. Initiative 2113 expands that to allow officers to chase if they have a reasonable suspicion a person has violated the law or committed any crime, while also considering if the person poses a threat to the safety of others, and failing to catch them would be a greater safety risk than the risks involved in a chase. Supporters of these changes hope to put a stop to some unintended consequences from the initial pursuit law that passed in 2021.
We have to change that environment where people feel emboldened and empowered and as if there's no consequence to running from the police.
Those against these changes, though, say chases disproportionately impact people of color and put innocent people and officers at risk.
Police pursuits are like firing a 4,000-pound bullet down the street, and 4,000-pound bullets kill people.
But perhaps some of the most impactful testimony on this initiative came from Amber Goldade, whose 12-year-old daughter was hit and killed by a man driving a stolen truck who had escaped police.
The police had him as he was fleeing, but they couldn't pursue. If they could have, he most likely would have been in jail on January 15th of 2022. My daughter would be alive, and I wouldn't be here speaking today.
And a voter advocacy group has already gathered more than 400,000 signatures to put this measure on the ballot this fall. So if state lawmakers do not move forward with this, it will then fall to voters to decide in the general election in the fall. Reporting live in Seattle, Leanne Wynn, KOMO News.
Such a disturbing case, learning that a 5-year-old has been murdered here in Darrington. And then to learn, according to court papers, that the mother told investigators she's the one who killed her daughter. There's now a small memorial to that child in front of the apartments where they lived as word of this tragedy slowly spreads through this small town. Neighbors here tell me they didn't really know the 30-year-old mother who called 911 almost 2 weeks after her daughter's death.
Deputies responded to the scene and interviewed the mom. At that time.
But it took about 36 hours for investigators to unravel the details. Investigators say the 30-year-old woman told them she stabbed her daughter with a knife she bought at the local IGA while they were in the back seat of her car back on Valentine's Day.
The vehicle was impounded on a search warrant.
Court documents also reveal that she left the child in the car, hidden under blankets for several days before getting a shovel and then burying her in the yard.
The 5-year-old victim's body was recovered.
And the knife, the mother told investigators, was tossed into the dumpster with the clothes she wore that day, but the dumpster had already been emptied. Court documents also reveal that the mother said she heard voices telling her she is a demon, the devil, the Messiah, and that she needed to kill herself and her daughter to go to heaven.
We do have a full medical unit inside of our facility, fully staffed with mental health professionals. So she will be evaluated and she can receive treatment while in jail.
This woman's already gone before a judge, but we are not naming her since she has not yet been charged. This mother is held for first-degree murder with bail set at $5 million. In Darrington, Denise Whitaker, KOMO News.